This is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Kulthoma Abad, and first the national news. President Jakaya Kikwete has called on social security and pension funds in the country to make wise investments while using employees' monthly deduction. Our reporter Robert Ocheng has the details on the story.
President Kikwete issued the statement today in Dar es Salaam when he officially inaugurated Public Servants Pensions Fund's 22-story building, Crescent Golden Jubilee Towers. The head of state also used the occasion to remind the fund's management to fast-track processing benefits of civil servants retiring from active duty. The Director General of Social Security Regulatory Authority, Dr. Irene Isaka, said investing in such projects not only offers attractive returns, but also provides security of the money deducted from employees' salaries.
Having a project like this one, as we have seen, they say the payback period is less than 10 years, and which assures that the benefits are going to be protected and improved, because they tell us that return on this particular building is 15%, which is high above the level of return of properties in Dar es Salaam, which is 12%.
The story, whose construction has cost 64.7 billion shillings, boasts of modern amenities including a gym, energy-saving escalators, and a revolving restaurant, among others.
The escalator is the first in Tanzania. Right, is the racing height is 8.9. It's very high. One complete structures, no support in between. Secondly, we are using the new tech for the escalators, energy saver.
Today, we've witnessed the inauguration of Golden Jubilee Towers in Dar es Salaam. Robert Ocheng, Capital Television, Dar es Salaam.
The government has called on people and civil society organizations. The government has called on people and civil society organizations to contribute to the education sector facing shortage of 1.3 million desks in primary schools caused by increased enrollment, now at 95.4%. Here are the details.
At a function organized by non-governmental organization Hassan Marjar Trust to raise funds for purchase of desks for primary schools, the Minister for Education, Dr. Shukuru Kawamba, said primary schools have now 8.3 million children. The Trust chairperson, Ambassador Mwanaidi Majar, called for public-private partnership to solve the problem of desks for primary schools, while British High Commissioner Diane Corner paid tribute to Majar Trust for embarking on desk initiative.
And she told me about the terrible story of the loss of her son. And I know that it means a huge amount to her to be able to do something like this trust. So that she feels that, you know, something can come out of that terrible experience that she and all her family have. But like she said, it's like lighting a candle in the dark. And I think that it's really fantastic what she's doing, and her family too.
The Ministry of Livestock Development and Fisheries will involve the private sector in controlling animal diseases in the country. The move was announced by Livestock Development Minister Dr. David Matayo David when opening Tanzania Veterinary Association TVA annual scientific conference,
which my ministry has to address in a very clear future, in a very near future. One, the government to re-engage in the provision of livestock services. With the liberation of the trade in late 1980s, the government disengaged itself from activities regarding livestock production and marketing. There is a dire need for a government to take an active role in policy formulation.
TVA urged the ministry to relook at the policies overseeing the role of public and private sector in provision of animal health services. We think an inspectorate system which needs to be controlled by the ministry will be a way forward in ensuring the regulatory functions of the ministry are being given their due weight.
Morogoro regional authorities say meetings and courses organized by Prevention and Combating Corruption Bureau (PCCB) have helped to raise public awareness on graft loopholes in the country. Here are the details.
Morogoro Regional Commissioner Joel Bendera says as a result of public awareness on corruption, people are now demanding public rallies and information on revenue collection and expenditure in their respective places, including villages and urban areas. He was speaking during Anti-Corruption Day as part of celebrations to mark 50 years of independence and added that during his familiarization tour in the region, he witnessed a high public awareness on corruption. The new Morogoro Regional Commissioner said as a result of awareness, some people are being proactive, including removing leaders suspected of corruption or misuse of public funds in their areas.
Deputy Minister for Home Affairs, Ambassador Hamis Kagasheki, says hand-hoe has no place in Green Revolution and emphasized the need to ensure farmers are mechanized under the concept of first agriculture. Here is more on the story.
Ambassador Kagasheki was handing over 6 tractors assembled by the National Service Economic Wing, Sumata JKT, at Kwadelo Ward in Kondoa District, Dodoma Region. The minister called on district councils to support farmers secure special loans in order to secure modern tools to achieve the green revolution across the country. He was supported by Suma JKT project manager Colonel Felix Samilan, who said if councils will respond positively to the call, it will change lives of Tanzanians by creating employment for youth and preventing rural-urban migration.
Clean and Safe Water project, which cost 66 million shillings, has been handed over to NJARU villages in their primary school in Moshi District, Kilimanjaro region, ending years of water blues in the village. Here is more on the report.
The project was funded by a German non-governmental organization called People Help People in collaboration with Moshi-based the Friends of Development Association, FIDA. Speaking at the ceremony, director of the German Foundation, Helmut Ring, said the project is in response to the menace of water which has been facing the village in Uru ward of Moshi district.
So that means basically we are interested that FIDA is going to forward selected projects to us so that we are going to make the final decision only concerning how to raise the fund. Yeah? And if we did it in this way, we are sitting together with FIDA and doing the final terms of reference as well as the final calculation of the budget.
The Energy and Water Utilities Regulatory Authority, EWURA, has granted a license for a 100-megawatt wind power generating plant in Singida region as part of efforts to address the power crisis in the country. Here are the details.
At the handing over of the license, ERUA Director General Haruna Masebu said the project was the first of its kind to be granted a license by his agency and called on other investors to invest in such projects in order to eliminate the power crisis. Project Director of Wind East Africa Limited, Rashid Shamte, whose firm was granted the license, said the project, to cost $250 million, will start at the end of next month.
That is the end of national news. The African news follows after the break.
Africa Journal.